Welcome, ladies and gents. Happy Gilmore 2. The script is done. It is in the works. Fans are demanding it. That's essentially what has now come out. Let's get to the news and then I'll give you my thoughts. Shall we? Hit subscribe if you're new here and turn the bell notifications on. So, this all came during a radio interview, basically. But Happy Gilmore 2, the script is written. And that is Shooter McGavin. Actor Adam Sandler showed me the first draft, he says. So it's in the works. Fans demand it. Alright, okay. This actually blew up on Twitter, so I'm not going to say fans don't demand it, because it actually did blow up on Twitter. So Happy Gilmore 2 is apparently being developed by Adam Sandler, and a script even exists. Shooter McGavin actor Christopher McDonald revealed the news during a radio interview on Odyssey's 92.3 The Fan. McDonald said he had a recent run-in with Sandler, who unexpectedly pulled out the first draft for a sequel to their 1996 sports comedy classic. Can you imagine that? Just has a run-in with Adam Sandler, and he's like, here's the first draft of the script, coincidentally. Like, what? Okay. Just, there you go. So he says the following. I saw Adam Sandler about 2 weeks ago, and he says to me, McDonald, you're going to love this, McDonald said. And I said, what? He says, how about that? And he shows me the first draft of Happy Gilmore 2. Maybe you should cut that out of this audio, because I don't want to be a liar, but he did show me that, and I thought, well, that would be awesome. So it's in the works. Fans demand it. Damn it. Now, interestingly, Variety has reached out to Adam Sandler's representatives for comment. They've not provided one yet. So there's that. I don't think this means that it's a lie. It is in the works, and I would imagine so. It is in the works. So Sandler, obviously, for those that don't know, because it's not exactly new. It's not massively old, but it's relatively old now. Sandler starred in and co-wrote Happy Gilmore, which was directed by Dennis Dugan. The sports comedy remains one of Sandler's most popular comedies, and he plays the eponymous Happy Gilmore, a hockey player with anger management issues who discovers he's also got a talent for golf. Happy joins the golf tour circuit to win money to save his grandmother's house and faces off against an arrogant pro named Shooter McGavin, played by McDonald. So the supporting cast also included Modern Family favourite Julie Bowen and Carl Weathers. Obviously, Carl Weathers unfortunately did die last month. Sandler was one of the first prominent actors to pay tribute to Carl Weathers. And he said the following just over on social media. True, great man, great dad, great actor, great athlete. So much fun to always be around. Smart as hell, loyal as hell, funny as hell. Loved his sons more than anything. What a guy. Everyone loved him. My wife and I had the best times with him every time we saw him. Love to his entire family, and Carl will always be known as a true legend. So it opened in 1996 to nearly $40 million at the worldwide box office, which is bloody good, to be fair. Back then, that is good. You know, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. For a comedy which wouldn't have cost that much at all. Now, what do I think about this? I'm not going to be all doom and gloom, you know. Like, sure, you Happy Gilmore, you want Happy Gilmore 2, be my guest, you know, go for it. 100%. You know, I'm not going to sit here and crap all over it. I think, cool. Go for it. I think this could be really, really good for not necessarily Adam Sandler's career. He doesn't need a boost in his career. He's got a huge deal with Netflix at the moment. But I actually really like Adam Sandler doing serious roles. I've enjoyed his recent foray into the more dramatic and serious movies that he's been doing. So, you know, am I sad that it's not another serious role for him? A little bit. But maybe this will pave the way for another serious role for him, which will always be good. I'm game for more serious roles. And also, you know, this was fun, but this was during his shouty era days, which definitely does rub some people up the wrong way. It's not to everyone's taste, of course. But the response on Twitter was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think Discussing Film anyway, tweeted this out. It got like 4.5 million views in like 12 hours or something like that. Absolutely madness. Huge response. Absolutely huge response. And near enough all of it is universally positive. So there you go. I will say this does play into the era that we are currently in as well. So I'm not being doom and gloom, but it needs to be said. We are in the era of movies and properties just either being rebooted, remade, or just sequels to them. And this is one of them, isn't it? It's just a sequel to a film. Did anyone want a sequel at the time? Were people happy as it is? I think that they were. So I do think that this signifies the times that we're in, because there's also a report of another film that looks to be getting a sequel from years ago. And I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because it will make money. But do you think Happy Gilmore 2 will make money now? In the current era? Because this is the issue, right? And now I will be a little bit cynical about stuff. But not about the film. About the era we live in. Do you think that all these great comedies from, you know, the 90s or whatever it is, do you think we can actually do it justice by making a sequel to it in this day and age, right? And why do I say that? Well, you only have to look around at what this day and age is. What kind of era do we live in now where comedy can't actually be comedy? You know, offence is now like a thought crime and all this kind of nonsense. We live in an era where comedy is vilified, absolutely vilified. People are just the worst of the worst for making jokes and stuff like that. It's actual violence. Do we live in an era? Do we live in a timeline where these once great comedies of the 90s can actually have sequels? I was watching Wild Wild West like last year, and it always sticks out to me because the amount of racial jokes in that and also disabled jokes there's so many, and it's funny. It's so funny, right? But you couldn't do that today. You couldn't do that. You couldn't have someone going, "Oh, you are as black as the night sky," and all of this. And, well, you know, did you just walk on in here when he's obviously in a wheelchair? You can't do that. So I do wonder if in this era, and in an effort to try to, you know, rekindle these once great comedies, that they are unfortunately going to neuter themselves and also by proxy destroy, I guess, whatever legacy these comedy films had or have. But what do you think? I ask you. Let me know down below in the comment section, because I'd genuinely be curious. Because as much as this would probably be good news for some people, I think that little conversational piece at the end is a very, very worthwhile element of the conversation to have. So let me know what you think down below. Cheers, guys. Hope you have a great day. Leave your thoughts there. Hit like and share. Take care. Bye-bye now.